iRacing, you wanted the best, you got them four abreast. Often imitated, never duplicated. The greatest show on dirt, the world of Outlaws.
24 gets on it. We are green for 50 laps here at Charlotte.
Already a great two-car length given to Zach Leonardi. He straightens out a little bit through corners number 1 and 2. Looks like everybody's clean. We've got a good three-wide scrap as Deadman wants a piece of the action on the inside. But for the most part, everybody's clean. Drew Hertzko and Alex Bergeron dragging on the backstretch.
Through corners number 1 and 2, they're going to roll once again. Bergeron hooked up top. He has that second spot for now. But Hertzko not giving up on that middle groove. So fantastic side-by-side racing out in front, and they're going to keep it up. And Alex is just going to get that second spot away, but I don't think Hertzko is done just yet. Actually, you know what? He might be, but the 3 wide for 4th behind. 115, the 5, and the 2, all fighting it out. You have Dylan Hauser up in that fight as well. And now they're 3 wide again for another couple cars back. So this mid-pack is so insane as everyone's essentially fighting with everyone else.
And the dust is starting to get kicked up here. Anyone in the mid-pack there, I gotta say, is Dylan Hauser and John Fiddler have been going at it. Dylan Hauser hooked somebody up, Casey Kerwin, and that throws John Fiddler up to the top side, and a couple of cars have to swirl around. They get everything back under control as they are staying 3 wide, basically lap after lap. And for Howard Weaver, he has been trying to work his way through the field, but I just can't imagine that it's easy to see when you've got this many bodies thrown around, especially as Virgil Graham gets spun around. There we go. That's going to be our first caution.
Can the 12 car time this restart and challenge the 24 and towards corner number 1? Answer is going to be no. He's going to give up a couple car lengths, and Drew Hertzko will have something to say to that 12 machine in towards 1 and 2, but he won't be able to hold on to it. Top line, too strong here on the restarts.
If there's anything we know from Alex Bergeron, it's that the top line always seems to go right in hand with that number 12 blue and black machine. As it's interesting because everyone's taking the high line through 1 and 2, and then they dive down to the inside for 3 and 4. So interesting variables with how they're changing their lines here.
Oh, big caution! 94 and the 9 get into each other. The 18 of Austin Sullivan goes around. Caution's going to fly once again. Single file, that should at least give people a little bit more room to work with so that, you know, people aren't forced down to the bottom. So we'll see what happens. 24 car gets on it now. 25 laps down, 25 to go here at this restart. And the 24 with a nice big advantage over the 12 as they roll through 1 and 2. Up and down the field, a couple fights. The 74 and the 07 maybe trying to swat spots just a little bit, but not too much, as that 74 car is trying to actively work that bottom groove. And then everyone's starting to try to work themselves out. But this is a little bit of stringing out with the single file camp. Seems like it's likely to clean up the racing just a little bit.
Yeah, we do have a good clean start here. I have to say, if Hertzko is able to get around Bergeron, and there's another caution, watch out, because every single restart Hertzko, as to the inside goes Austin Carr on a massive slider, and Casey Kerwin is easily able to counter. I will say, if Hertzko is able to get to that second position for a restart, he certainly seems to have had Zach Leonardi's number. He's been easily pulling alongside Bergeron, and he even almost had a shot at that on that last restart that last time.
Definitely seems like it. 26 car of Drew Hertzko has been slowly reeling in the 12 of Alex Bergeron. Bergeron's moving around trying to find a better groove to run. He's currently up along the top. He ran sort of a weird line through 3 and 4. A little bit of a mid-pack scrap here. The 21, the 33, the 115, the 74, and the 07. So 5 cars all fighting it out here in the middle pack. This is about for 8th, 7th on back here to about 12th or 13th, as it's the 21 and the 115. Heileman and Fiddler out in front of this. The 33 of Charles Coster, gets into the outside wall a little bit, drops a couple spots, so that immediately brings it down to 4 cars, as Howard Weaver in the 07 and the 74 of Adam Elby are going to take advantage of that, and it's mostly going to be Howard Weaver taking advantage as he picks up a couple spots. So Howard has been doing a fantastic job as he started 19th in this race, and he currently runs 9th.
Yeah, and there's 1.1 seconds between Zach Leonardi and Alex Bergeron, and Howard Weaver is almost nowhere to be found. Back in the 9th position, he has worked his way through.
The people continuing to work their way through, up and down the field, out in front there, the 24, Zach Leonardi, 1.2 seconds out in front. The 26 of Drew Hertzko is still closing in on Alex Bergeron. Dylan Hauser is 4th as we get another yellow. All 20 cars on the lead lap. So everyone's still fighting here. Also got the word from race control that every restart will be a single file one. 24 car Leonardi gets on the throttle and he pulls away 5-6 car lengths the way he's done so every single time tonight. Couple car that think getting into the outside wall a little bit. I think it was the 14 and the 1 I heard as the 26 and the 2 are now right on top of each other. We saw drama with these two at Knoxville, and now they're going to fight it out for third, and I think they may have made a little contact down the back straightaway as Dylan Hauser is going to try working that 26 of Drew Hirschko. And after what happened in Knoxville, Cam, I don't think Drew's going to play nice with the 2.
No, absolutely not, and I believe that is, yep, there's Casey Kerwin. He is currently on the charge. He started in 8th. He's up to 6th right now, but David Heilman goes on his inside. You kind of, it's a bit like shuffling a deck of cards right now. Every other person seems to be going either between high to low to high to low. So interesting to see how these guys are trying to take the different lines here. As I will say, the track not only is rubbering in, that backstretch is getting all the more bumpy. If you can really see that there's a couple of really nasty bumps before you head into 3 and 4.
Definitely seems that way. The 24 car comes across the stripe. Bergeron still in second, keeping him a little bit honest, but still a big 0.7 of a second gap. Closest fight up near your leaders is still between Drew Hirschko and Dylan Hauser. Howard Weaver has also just made a move on David Heileman. So Howard Weaver from 19th up to 7th thus far tonight, but a fantastic run for him in the feature through Hirschko. He finds the outside wall, and Dylan Hauser gets himself down to the bottom and takes that third spot away. So now it's going to change hands here. Up for the fight for third of the 1 car of Austin Carr. Does a slider on Drew Hirschko, makes wheel-to-wheel contact with him. He wants that 4th spot now, and Drew Hirschko goes from 3rd back to 5th, but the 1 car gets into the wall, and now Casey Kerwin will be fighting with the 1 of Austin Carr. And he's going to go down to the bottom on a slider, 3 wide, really aggressive here from everyone, and none of them want to lift. The 07 of Howard Weaver is going to pass nearly 3 cars down that front straightaway, and he's going to get them all done with. What amazing driving from the 07 car, who's gone from 19th up to 4th, and they're still fighting. That not 26 cars in the outside wall again, and I think it's Austin Carr. No, who was it? Someone was in the outside wall, almost T-boning it.
How is this still green? I don't even know at this point. Howard Weaver has worked himself up into 4th position. Right after that, they went 5 wide. That is just absolutely incredible with how hard these guys are pulling on each other, how hard these guys are pushing on each other. Cosper ended up hooking the rear of Philip Diaz, but these guys have been straightening their machines out. They want to get to the finish of this thing, and it's been very exciting. Austin Carr and John Fiddler now currently fighting for the 5th position. What this has allowed is a massive gap to develop between Leonardi, Bergeron, Hauser, and there's basically an entire backstretch to that Howard Weaver, as we still got good fighting here. 2 laps to go.
Lap and a half to go now as the race leader runs down the back straightaway. And Cam's right, it's basically half a lap gap between Zach Leonardi in 1st and Howard Weaver, Austin Carr, and whatnot in 4th. And the white flag's going to wave now for that 24 of Zach Leonardi. Closest fight is between Austin Carr and John Fiddler. That's going to be for the 5th and 6th spot. So that's the place we're really going to be looking. But first, 24 car Zach Leonardi. He's going to come off that final corner, and he'll be $300 richer coming home with the win on the night. And let's see, between Austin Carr and John Fiddler, Austin's going to round out that top 5 from coming from deep in the field as well. He started 13th